Hello YouTube, I'm back again with another rant video, and this is going to be about Kid Trunks. It's funny that I'm even talking about this because my name is Black Sun Goku, so it makes sense that I talk about this situation right now because obviously who wants to hear about a rapper, but I'm going to tell you either way. So this is a rapper who is who's Vietnamese. From what I understand, he was close. He had ties with Triple X Temptation, for all we know, passed away 3 years ago due to a serious altercation and some damn setup to drive by. So what's going on is that before I even get to go straight to the point, I'm just gonna explain who he is to Triple X Temptation. So basically, this is a guy used to go on tour with him. He got permission to go because, from what I understand, is that he had a playlist with millions of views on YouTube related to rap, and then he would gain some type of notoriety. But when people start to realize that he had ties with the Triple X Temptation, that people try to look him up, and then he tried to build his own legacy as well. So for people who want to wonder, he's Vietnamese. He has a lot of tattoos, but then I don't want to sound judgmental, but from a business perspective, it's really going to be hard for him to get hired. But that's not the point. I'm going to get into the more serious topic later. But what's unfortunate is, although he may be making music, and whether it's good or not, because I think in my previous videos I used to talk about how rap was becoming irrelevant, how it didn't have the same energy, it didn't have the same beat like it did back in the 90s, early 2000s, or the late 2000s. Because I think now people are trying to do mumble rap. Now, a lot of the music that they're doing doesn't really add up, doesn't make sense. There may be some, even if there is some rhyming involved, it doesn't have the same feeling like it used to. Maybe it just could be just that I'm getting older, I'm more mature now. But it's crazy. You would think rappers these days would have something better in store for us who are listening, because I do enjoy listening to music. But it just feels like it doesn't feel the same old. It just feels new but boring to listen to, honestly. But I'm going off topic, and let me just go back to this situation, what I was referring to again. So what's really weird, although this guy is making music, but he's not making money off it. Apparently, it's like you're putting all this effort getting these views, but you're not making a profit. And not to judge, I'm not to say that it's you decide how you run your life. Again, I'm just saying it just seems really odd to me, because if you're making a lot of music and you have connections with somebody who's really popular, you would think that your legacy would grow and that you would grow as a person and then be able to make a business out of it. But from what I understand is that now, because it's gone to that point, it's just hard to make money. Apparently this dude tried to play it off, he tried to go claim that he's depressed, and from what I understand is doing some further research is that he tells his viewers on Instagram, and I think and then he actually does a GoFundMe as well. That it just seems really suspicious. I really never. And like I said, I'm not the type of person to donate to random people again, but GoFundMe just seems like one of the most obvious spots where people can pretty much scam you, and then you feel like a fool after when you later find out what they've been exposed for. But this guy, apparently, I don't know if it's true. I can't really just make assumptions. I can't really make these claims, but he's trying to tell his viewers, his fans, that he's suffering from all type of illnesses, that he has cancer, he probably suffering from COVID, he has a fever, he's sick, or someone tried to that someone hacked his account and make all these claims. Let me just go straight to the GoFundMe. So does this not seem suspicious to you? Honestly, he posts this on his Instagram for GoFundMe, and already he had like 10,000. I'm sure it's still growing. It's still going, honestly. But do you believe this or not? He's telling the truth. But then later, he's telling people like when the doctors were able to treat him while they were treating him, while he was still like in a coma, while he was still strapped to a chair, while he's still strapped to a stretcher. My bad, why a chair? It's a stretcher, for God's sake. But again, but like after a while, he was strapped up to a stretcher, and then his doctors were there. He tried to claim after his doctors have sorted, fixed him. They sorted the problem out. All of a sudden, he realized he's trying to let them know that he's not diagnosed with cancer. He's been cured. That apparently it's gone away, and then it gets straight to, and then it goes straight to this. Because this definitely just seems off. Even the first scoop says so himself. Because he didn't really provide any type of proof that he was sick. Like when I'm not to say that's for you to decide, but like I'm not saying you should, but it just seems off, honestly. Because what I'm saying is like there should have been some type of actual footage. Well, I don't think you were allowed to record patients at the hospital, but what I'm saying is like there could have been some actual type of photo of his like how he's feeling, how he's truly feeling, not just some fake ass act where he's just putting on some like drama. Like people, I keep like I'm thinking like I don't want to think like this. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to sound excruciating. I don't want to sound ignorant. Again, I feel like this has to do with like the old topic that I talked about, how people are doing this for clout, just like on TikTok. And again, I'm not saying this man should, or I'm not saying for him to set an example. I'm not saying that he should suffer from actual cancer. I'm not saying that should be the case, but at least be real, like seriously. Because again, it sounds like you're doing this because it just kind of like seems very suspicious. Like it has something to do with the cloud situation, or I mean, you being broke and not being able to make money on top of the cloud situation. Because people know that like what a cloud does offer, they think about it too much. They think that cloud is the way to do it, and that it's another like option to help offer you money. Whoever is paying you, but whoever is paying, I don't know how much they're giving him. Again, does not mean like it's like you'll just keep getting money just for doing that one stunt because they're gonna expect more from you. It's more than just because when I do content, if I'm trying to get clout, if I'm trying to make money, I have to continue. That means there's no stopping because that's how you keep getting paid. But I'm not to say my salary. I'm not to say how much I'm getting. Like because that's my personal information. Again, it's my privacy. And again, I have the right to say yeah, to explain myself or not. And again, he still has to explain himself, like if whether he is telling the truth or not. If people eventually, if someone finds out he's lying, whether he's telling the truth, if he really was suffering, it just isn't, because that's the problem with these situations, that they don't really show actual enough evidence. They don't provide enough proof, and they're making. And the thing is that it's not like people are asking or are spreading rumors or gossiping or just making up stories about this. It's the fact that he himself, Kid Trunks, was telling his fans, whoever his viewers, this is what he's going through. But there wasn't enough detail. There wasn't enough like view as to if he is in that situation, because at least that way people can pretty much like agree with him. But it just seems like only way people he's gonna think that people are gonna still believe him simply because how big he is, simply because he has connections with Triple X Temptation. And again, like I'm not just whether I'm not saying whether he should suffer for this. Like if he were to get karma, honestly though, I'm not to say he should suffer from the same illness that he lied about or he talked about. Again, he probably should, whatever clout that he's trying to get. I just hope he doesn't get paid from that, and then he'll have to find some other way to get to make money. But like in my in this situation, like Because if you post on the internet telling these people that this is what you're going through, you're gonna have to be real. Because if you don't, this will affect him for the rest of his life, and he's gonna have to live through it every single day, and he will be judged. And again, like I even talked about how if he were to get a job, people will probably judge you if they look into you. Not only that, but also if they look at your face. And some people, and although I'm not a person that likes to hate, I'm not. That's not how I feel. I'm just saying. I'm talking about the real world's perspective, how they do business, because they want people to look professional. And again, I don't really care how many tattoos a person has, or if they're in their face. It doesn't really describe their personality. Some people might think that, but I don't think that's the case. If they're a person I can communicate with, and they seem legit, and I have no problem rocking with them, seriously. But like it all depends on how this transpires at the end of the day. And hopefully, if he is suffering, he should, instead of thinking about how he should try and do his, he should try to think about his treatment and take it more seriously. And again, and try to make an actual full recovery. Again, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to wait and check for upcoming content. Be sure to check your notifications, comment, like, subscribe. Thank you.